You know what? I had to get home and I forgot to do it. And you know, I went to see my mother, my mother Joni, and her caregiver Sally. And what's the first thing they said? Did you get any of those Wellingtons?
Didn't you bring us any?
So today I am buying the 40 count. They come in a 20 count or a 40 count. You can do beef Wellington, which is what I'm getting, or you can go chicken. So if you're not a meat eater, you can, you know, or a red meat eater, you can go chicken. This is beef tenderloin extraordinaire. And little flaky. Chunks and flaky crust.
Flaky.
Stephanie Roberts, thank you for bringing this back. By the way, tons of them went out last time.
I bet.
So we don't have a lot. My producer, Rick, who I also never get to work. This is a fun day for me. I get all my friends are here. You have a 20 count or a 40 count. Rick is gonna keep me apprised as to when it sells out. Rick, how are we doing on it? What's the most dangerous one? To sell out. That's what I want.
Yes.
All right, so we got them all. Go ahead, Stephanie, go to town, because you know I just want to eat this stuff. So,
okay,
so
well,
good.
so there's the beef on your side, so you go right ahead.
Okay.
So why are these Wellingtons so incredibly popular? Because when have you ever made beef Wellington? It is so hard to make, it is so labor intensive, and it is so already done for you with Gourmet Kitchen. So when these come home, and you're gonna have your choice of 1 or 2 trays, chicken or beef, you pop
Where's
them
the beef? I keep getting chicken.
Into the oven. I think somebody said that on TV once. Where's the beef?
There it is, there it is.
Oh, that's a chicken too.
That's a chicken.
Oh, we're gonna play a game now. That's a chicken. Oh, you
Melissa,
guys.
where's all the beef? They're all chicken.
See, we have more chicken than beef,
right.
So you're gonna have to get them.
I'll eat a chicken, but here's what I'll tell you. They're gonna go quick. Go ahead, while I'm eating, you go.
I want you to have a chicken because you know what? It's not just chicken. That is, and you got the beef. That is slow roasted chicken. And what I want you to notice, and you have a big mouth. That's not just one bite, is it? That's like 3 bites. It is a big chunk of filet tenderloin.
Yeah, look at the beef inside there.
It is a big piece.
It's a big mouthful piece. And by the way, fantastic if you want to pair this with a salad. You can use it as a dinner, as an appetizer.
Absolutely.
You know, but like you said, one of the things I made one time in my life was beef Wellington. You know why? Pain in my you-know-what to make.
Absolutely.
Okay? A lot of different steps. This is the way to get it, folks. And I'm telling you, it's so good. See our prices? If you want to get the 40 count, which I'm buying after the show, $79.95. If you want to get the 20 count, that's only $39. So if you just want to try it, but look at that beef.
Look at the size of the piece of meat. So, but it's not just the beef. That's just part one. First of all, the high quality steak makes a huge difference. It melts in your mouth. It is surrounded with a puff pastry that, look at it, it's just so incredibly light and flaky. It is not heavy at all. It melts in your mouth. It is like a croissant. But surrounding the beef is what's really special. It's called duxelle sauce. It is cream. It is shallots. It's a little bit of mushroom, and it adds just kind of a little tang to the beef that makes you realize, ooh, this is different. This is high quality. Price this at a restaurant, what? That's a $50, $60 entree because of the labor that goes into it. So what Gourmet Kitchen has done is that they've made mini Wellingtons. They look just like this before we tear into them, which of course we've been doing. And then you're going to get them home on a tray. You can put 2 in the oven or the air fryer. You can put 20 in the oven or the air fryer. And in 10 minutes, you have the most amazing pop in your mouth appetizer or accompaniment for your meal. Now, let's think about the spring holidays, Easter, Passover, graduation, all sorts of showers. Even if you're just doing munchies and wine and champagne, when you put them on a charcuterie board, suddenly you're not just trying to fill people up with, you know, veggies and cheese and nuts, but you have protein and something special and solid.
I would see these like at an award show.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
You could go fancy.
Yeah, you could go really.
To me, these say fancy. So no matter what you're doing, it ups it a level.
Well, and it's such a treat. Like, and even if you're just getting it for yourself or you want to get it for Easter, whatever, it's such a nice treat because you don't have to eat all of them, right? You can put 3 or 4 in your air fryer or in the toaster oven or in your regular oven. Right?
I see you're having a glass of wine with me. So
I didn't bring water, so I don't have any water.
Lucky for you, I always bring wine. So.
But listen. Not a special occasion. It could be just, hey, it's Wednesday. We got nothing going on. Let's throw some of those Wellingtons in the oven, right?
Absolutely.
And you're gonna love it. We have beef or chicken. My producer Rick just said if they want the 40 count, in either the beef or the chicken, there's 200 of each left.
Okay, and 40 is a great amount.
That's what I'm gonna get because, well, my mom said she really
Your
asked.
mom wants some.
Oh, we want those.
Don't disappoint, Mom.
I said, I'll buy them. I'll give you half. I'll keep half.
Don't disappoint,
And you know,
Mom.
for my mom, who's 90, she'd probably eat 4 of these.
Right.
Maybe 5,
Yeah.
maybe. But she'd have a side, you know, she'd probably have, you know, a veggie with it or something like that.
And I'll be honest, they're bigger than you think when you start to eat one, because 3 will fill you up. That's 3 big pieces of meat. You can see the size of the meat, but I want to make sure you see that sauce, because it isn't just meat wrapped in a puff pastry. This is cream and a mushroom and a little bit of shallot, just to give it a depth and a complexity of flavor. So what makes Gourmet Kitchen different is these aren't the kind of things that you see in the big box store. You can't buy these frozen in a big box or grocery store.
They're not going to be at Publix. I'm not going to find these at my grocery store. No, you are not going to
find them at any of them. No. And the reason is the labor and the quality of ingredients. So Gourmet Kitchen makes food for country clubs, for 5-star restaurants, for hotels, and they have been willing for us. Look at the size of that chicken.
See the mushroom?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to apply. I just cut this in half, and I want you to see the chunk of chicken. That's a perfect amount of chicken, and I cut it in half.
I was going to say, that's a half.
And then you see the duxelle. That's the chopped mushroom. Look at how, I mean, you know the kind of labor it is to do this?
And it's the real deal. It's not a mushroom flavor.
Oh,
it's not a fake mushroom. No. It's the real deal. That's what's different. Yeah. You know, we're not talking flavors. We're talking real, high-quality foods. By the way, hand chopped. Yeah. So that, you know, if you get one a little funky, they don't use it. You wised me up at our last show, because I was like, you know, you could serve this with, like, for me, I mean, you could boom with your favorite steak sauce if you like that sauce. I said, don't do that. She yelled at me, and she's like, and I said, that's not cool. But you know, I said that before I tasted it. And then I was like, I can taste, because if you ever made a duxelle before, it's a French way that they chop down mushrooms very, very fine. It almost becomes a paste. A lot of them will also put, they put cognac in, they put different types of things, wines, whatever it is. And even pate goes in there as well, and some of them. These have that perfect balance, that perfect blend. So when you get the crunch, and then you taste the meat, right? And then that mushroom kind of complexity it's very earthy, and oh my gosh. And that's what you want. So the reason I yelled at Guy was because he says, I could dip that in my favorite steak sauce. And you know what I said? I still might do it. You won't need to, though. But and you can, and I'll still yell at him again. Hey, I eat a flip-flop with A1 sauce on it, all right? Well, but that's the point. These are so good, you don't need this sauce. No, he knows I'm teasing. I do love the serving options. I love them for a luncheon. Maybe you're doing an Easter brunch. They'd be perfect for that. Brunch is hard for me, because I want a little protein and I want something elevated, but we don't need a whole big roast at noon. These are wonderful for brunches, for salads, for showers. I just had the chicken. I told you. That dang chicken is good. I know. It's moist. Slow roasted. It's not dry. You would think it would dry out. It's perfect. When you get chicken, especially in a small bit like this, if it isn't juicy and moist and wonderful, you only get, this is what Gourmet Kitchen has taught me, you only get one chance to make an impression when you're serving small bites of food, so that every bit of this small bite of food has to be amazing. And that's what they've done. They have made sure that chicken is so moist. Look at this pastry. It is literally like a croissant wrapped around a gorgeous piece of meat. Oh, and I found the mushroom right there as well. It's an impact. It's 2 bites, and they'll be the most special, wonderful tasting bites that you will have all day. I love this for entertaining, because it tells your guests, I did something special for you. Yeah, and having the actual beef tenderloin in there versus a piece of steak, because they could have put it, we could have called them steak Wellingtons, right? We could have. Instead of the beef tenderloin, because that obviously, you know, tenderloin is the most tender cut of meat, so it really does make for a good bite. Because if you have to get something that you have to chew or tear, you don't want that. You want it to kind of disappear. And think about the best croissant you've ever had. Same thing, right? A lot of butter, a lot of layers, crispy, so you get that textural difference of the crunch on the outside, that moist, delicious meat on the inside, whether it's beef or chicken, and then, of course, the mushrooms to go along with it. I'll update you. If you want the 20 count, that is flying out of here. So a lot of people are, really? All right, so $275 in the 20 count of each, Rick? I don't even. Beef, everybody's getting beef. Listen. You know, we try to order more beef because we know beef Wellington is classic. Well, and it's kind of a little more special, right? Tenderloin is special. I got you. But really, the value is there in the 40 count. So if you want to get the 40 count, but just do me a favor, don't order all of them, because I need to get one. Or Mom will be mad. I'm kidding. She'll wait. Mom will know. You know what? And she would like the chicken. I've been here 20 years. I'm not going anywhere, so she's going to be fine with that. I like what you said about the chicken. Don't assume that chicken is any less special. This slow roasted chicken, every bit of juice and moisture has been retained, and when you combine combine it with the mushroom, with that cream, with those shallots for the duxelle sauce. It is truly special. I like having one of each. Not everybody eats red meat, and sometimes chicken's a little lighter for a luncheon as well if you're doing something like that.
You get a lot of people that no, I don't eat red meat. That's fine.
Absolutely.
Here again, here's what I was showing you. Look at the care in which this is made. There's a nice big chunk, and I'll actually pull it out so you can see a nice big chunk of chicken. Okay, and then there, look at how ample they put a lot of the chopped mushroom in. And man, when they reduce that down, it creates an intense flavor that complements either beef or chicken so well.
Yep.
And then, you know what it's like? It's like if you're at a steakhouse and you had some steak, and then you had some mushrooms over here, and then you cut a piece of steak, you grab the mushroom, you take a piece of bread, you eat it all. This is kind of like all in one bite.
And you'd pay $60 for that meal. So what I love so much is, I caught you with your mouth full, it's a chance to have those flavors that signify special and luxury and loving food, and you just get a little bit at a time. Maybe it's a Tuesday night and you're just gonna pop in a couple with that glass of red wine because you deserve it, or maybe you're saving it for that special occasion. I keep these in my freezer because all you do is pop them in the oven for 10 minutes. Cooking directions come in. You can use an air fryer, you can use a convection oven, you can use a regular oven. The only thing I encourage you not to use is the microwave, because they just won't keep that flakiness that you really want with the puff pastry.
If you use these in the microwave, I won't talk to you.
Okay, that's that.
Because that's just crazy.
That is crazy. Not as crazy as steak sauce, but it's crazy.
Listen, it's, there's certain things. The microwave, my microwave is for eating coffee. That's pretty much the only thing, right? But honestly, they're easy because all the work has been done ahead of time.
Yep.
All you have to decide is, do I want beef or do I do chicken? If you're having people over for the holidays, it's such a nice treat. I'll guarantee, if you have a dozen people over for Easter or whatever holiday or birthdays you celebrate, ask them when the last time it was that they had beef Wellington or chicken. Ask them. They're going to be like, 3 years ago at some fancy five-star, or never.
I mean, I'll be honest, the answer in my life was never, because I was pretty well schooled not to order the fanciest thing on the menu when I went out, and I've never made it at home. It's one of the few things I've never tried at home, because I thought, oh, all that puff pastry's tough. Let someone else do the work, but enjoy. Again, 10 minutes in the oven, and it's the best treat you have ever given your guests for the holidays.
Rick, do we have any left? We all right? We got a few left. All right, there's 150 left in the 40 count of the beef Wellington, 200 in the 20 pack of the beef. So I can order some beef.
You can. If you need to take a minute, I'll let you.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic. So continue to dial in on those. And just remember, you can choose from 20 or you can choose from 40. All right. You're not going anywhere.
I'm not.
Hey, if you get a chance, go there to hsn.com. We got a little thing called HP Month over there. You know, HP is the #1 brand in electronics here at HSN and worldwide. When you think about all the different stuff, they've got computers and all kinds of great stuff. Maybe you need a printer. Check out HSN. We are doing all kinds of specials as we celebrate HP Month here at the network. All right, I will tell you this. First of all,